Hello everyone, welcome to another video. In today's video, I want to talk about the newest softbox from Kamerar, when they call it the D-Fuse Trapezoid Softbox. And I'll show you an easy way to achieve soft lighting without breaking the bank. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll be making weekly videos about filmmaking, gear review, and video tutorials. If you haven't seen my other video on the 1x1 D-Fuse Kamerar softbox, you can check out the video up here. The Kamerar D-Fuse Trapezoid Softbox is another one of their pop-up softboxes that are very useful for LED panels. But first things first, let's talk about soft lighting. So why is soft lighting important and why does it matter? So soft and harsh or hard lighting talks about the transition from lightness into shadow. And whether a light is soft or harsh will depend on how that transition happens. So the smoother the transition, the softer the light will be. Think about a gradient, but on your talent. Harsh light. So for example, right now with the D-Fuse 1x1 softbox, you can see that there is a transition from bright to shadow. And that transition is like a gradient. It's overall quite smooth. And it's not like a harsh break, harsh light from the light, and then you get shadows right away. So you can see the transition from light to dark, it's more smooth and it's not as harsh. And by the way, I'm just using my phone to monitor myself because the A7 III does not have a flip out screen. So I'll show you what that looks like without the softbox. And now I have my Aputure LED panel shining right on me without a softbox in front. And you can see that going from light to dark, it's a lot more abrupt. So you go light, 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 and right about here, there's like a poof, quick stop and shadows. And without softening the light, you also lose detail in the shadows. So it's ideal to soften your light whenever you're doing an interview shoot especially, or if you just wanted to make your subject look a little bit more pleasant, unless you're going for that dramatic and harsh shadows kind of look. So how do you get soft light? Well, by adding a diffusion panel like those 5-in-1s, or by adding a softbox like the Kamerar softboxes. Another way to achieve soft lighting is to move in the light source closer to your subject, because the softness of the light is dependent on the size of your lighting source relative to your person. If I were to bring my light source closer to me, that will increase the overall perception of the light relative to me, thus making it softer. But I know it might sound a little bit counterintuitive that by bringing my lights closer, I'm actually making it softer. Wouldn't that make it harder or harsher? But softness of light is not to be confused with the intensity of light. So let's talk about the Kamerar D-Fuse Trapezoid Softbox. It comes in a little pouch like this, while the 1x1 medium size comes in a little pouch like this. And they're very, very easy to carry around. As you can see, they're very lightweight. You can open it up and pop it open. So you get it and you can pop it open. That's why it's called a pop-up softbox, because it pops up. It comes with 4 Velcro straps, just like the 1x1 version. So you can use it to strap it along here to any LED panel that you may have. It's called a trapezoid because it sort of like goes out this way from like this smaller circle shape to the bigger circular shape right here. This would definitely soften your light a lot more by making the light source to be perceived as larger. And just like the previous version, you can use the magnetic thing to make the softbox stay in place. And what they've added to this version is a locking mechanism to these magnetic hooks that we have here, so that they won't come off as easily. So right now I have the 1x1 softbox here, and I'm gonna switch it up with the trapezoid version. Right now I can see that it's like a softer-ish kind of light, and as soon as I remove it, harsh light. You can strap it in whatever way you feel the light will fit your panel. It will fit most panels, but in my case, I have a smaller panel right here, so I have to play around with it to make it fit. My panel is way too small for this kind of trapezoid softbox, but with some creativity and the 4 Velcro straps provided, you can make it work and make it fit. You can see now that my lighting source is a lot softer as well, as the overall size has increased, making it softer on me, and the transition between the light to shadows a lot smoother. Another thing that this softbox does really well is to give you the very pleasant light circles in your eyes. And if I open my eyes wide enough, you could probably see them or not. So there are a few things that I really like about this softbox. The first one is by making your light source appear bigger, therefore softer. The second thing that I like is that you do not need to bring an extra stand or something else to set it up. You can simply set it up on your light panel. The next thing is the portability of it. It's so easy to bring around with you, so easy to set up, and so easy to take down. And at $45 is a very budget-friendly alternative to achieve soft lighting for your videos. The only thing that I don't like is that it only comes in one size, so if you have a smaller LED panel, you have to play around with the Velcro straps to make it fit. So overall, I'm really happy with this softbox. And if you're interested in checking this softbox out, I'll be linking it in the description below, so check it out if you like. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell button. Your support will greatly help me to create more videos similar to this. So that is all for today, guys, and until next time.